Alright, let's get it. What up, everyone? We're just gonna get right into it. So let me change this real quick. Okay. Yeah, it looked good.
The ultimate combo from Optimum.
Whoa, ad-free stream. All right, cool. We already in it. We got Flex versus SCO. Last week of the regular season, I got Olaf, Mordekaiser, and Sejuani band coming out. Olaf into, I believe, the jungler, and Sejuani as well. Mordekaiser into their top laner. And then on the right side, you got Hui, Jinx, and Karma. Flex has been flexing a lot recently. But the Karma's going to be mid against Bone Grood. I believe Hui is also against Bone Grood, and then Jinx is against probably any of them. I assume all of them. I assume all of them would play Jinx. And then on the left side, we're going to be first pick Senna. Senna's a popular champ. SCO likes to play it as well, so makes sense. It's a good champion right now. And then on the right, they're going to pick up Varus, which is usually what they've picked into it. I know we played Senna in our series against SCO. That's what they picked into us as well. So they're going to pick Varus, Wukong. And then they're going to pick up Ahri and Ivern. A little low on damage right now, I would say. Because Ivern's like a good setup, but Ahri doesn't really do much damage, in my opinion. And then Senna does damage, but very late in the game. So probably needs some more damage, but they're going to pick up Ivern. Do not like to play against Ivern personally. Just very shieldy, but and just kind of annoying. And especially Daisy. And then on the right, they're going to pick up Syndra for the mid laner. I'm a killer. And then they're going to band out Seraphine and Janna going for the supports of SKO Kane. And then they're going to band out Twitch and Kaisa going for ADC. So they think that's going to be a Senna support, or they think it's going to be, flexed, and they just want to kind of push it into support. So we'll see what happens here. I guess I can play some music while we go through it. I need to make a new song for Beer League. Get a Season 8 playoff song. Orin and Kled picked up. Wow. A lot of tank. But I do like the Kled. Gives them some more damage. It's going to be in the mid lane. So it's going to be... Oh, yeah. It's going to be Kled bot lane with Senna. Interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. So it is going to be Senna and Kledbot, Zach and Reese on it. And then you got, I believe, I'm not sure who plays the Orin. I'm honestly not sure who plays anything after that. I mean, Bone Grood's probably playing Ahri, I would guess. And then I think, they have Sergeant Mithril. So Sergeant Mithril is going to definitely be playing the Orin. And I guess Boozle plays... No, I could see Bone Grood playing Ivern. I don't think Boozle would. So I bet Boozle is on Ahri, I guess. If I had to throw out a guess there. Boozle is Ivern, really? Okay. I've never seen him play something like that. So a little surprising. But that is the downside of playing Flex. They can flex anywhere. So actually, I'm going to switch that over here. Let's see. All right. I just want to take a look at the standings here real quick. So, okay, I'm going to zoom in here really quick. That didn't really work, huh? Maybe not. Well, this will be fine. One more. All right, so what we got going on here is we got a tight race coming into the playoffs. I guess it's not going to work like that. Go out to 100. All right, so we got... So teams... I'm just going to, like, snippet this, actually. Oopsies. That's full screen with snipping. What? Hello? Snipping tool? All right. I'm getting trolled. All right, there you go. All right, so let's look at what's going on here before this game starts. Just a quick, brief overview. So these two guys right here, STSD and STSD and DGP are going to play this week. Is it tonight as well? Or did they already play? Okay, now I gotta go look. I think it's tonight as well. Yep, it's tonight at 9. So they're playing tonight, and they're playing actually for playoff spots. So that's actually a pretty intense game. So if someone is free and wants a gas set, that is actually a pretty cool game, because what needs to happen, clearly, you get 3 points for a 2-0 and 1 point for a 1-1. So the only way that STSD can make it in is for them to 2-0. But it's cool that it's in their hands still. A lot of times, it just gets out of reach. So like IQ already out. They already played this week. See you later. And then here, who played? Let's see. I gotta go look back at some of these results. Who won between GGM and SCO when they played? See me and Moss might know that in the chat, but I'm gonna go look while. Oh my goodness, when did they play? Like week 1? Or did I just miss it? Oh, there you go. So defeat, victory. So they won 1. So they're tied. So that means that in game, so they can't even get 1. So the only way that this happens, and GGM stays top, is that if they get 2-0'd right now, which let's say they do get 2-0'd, it would be an exact tie. How does that work? Now I gotta go consult the. Now I gotta go consult the rules. Because it's head to head and then it's wins, but they have literally the exact same record. So that wouldn't break it. I must have missed it. Tiebreakers. Here you go. Okay, so head-to-head victory, or head-to-head series, it was 1-1. Head-to-head game wins, they have the exact same record. Most games wins in the entire season, exact same record. Fewest games lost in the entire season, exact same record. A best-of-1 match or a coin flip, depending on scheduling feasibility. This would be arranged through the commissioners. Now, this could actually be a best-of-1 because we do have a week gap in there. So I think this is what's going to happen if they get 2-0'd. So that would be interesting. But anyways, I don't even know if you guys can see this or not. That doesn't really make it any better, but how can you not zoom in on... Bro, I must be like trolling here. But either way, so they tie. Let's just say they tie, right? And then this team, so like, now this is going to be like playoffs wise. The winner of this will play the tiebreaker of this if it is tied. And then currently KOM is going to play Flex. And then my team, USA, is going to play one less. Now, I have done the math on this. So no need to go through this because I've already done it. So these are the outcomes of tonight. I know I can zoom in here. Oh, can you actually not zoom in on? Okay, well, I'm just getting trolled everywhere. Now, I marked out the 2-0s. Flex getting a 2-0 because SCO has only been 2-0 once, so the odds are low. So with that in mind, Flex, they pretty much have to win one game. If they win one game here tonight, that means that they would no longer be playing KOM and they would be playing us. So really, it's kind of in their hands on who they want to play. Like, I mean, clearly they have to still win a game, right? But if they really wanted to play KOM, they could just intentionally lose both games, I guess is what I'm getting at. Now, if they want to play us, clearly they're going to have to win at least one. Now, winning two doesn't really do anything except if they won two, so let's say they 2-0'd, and in the case that we won one or 0-2, they would get fourth seed, which wouldn't really do much other than give them side selection. And I think that's it. Game on. So, I mean, maybe that means the world, maybe it doesn't. But, so yeah, I mean, Flex can move up one spot. In theory, maybe two spots from this game. And then SCO can solidify first place by winning one game. So either of these teams win one game, something's going to happen. Either, yeah, whoever wins this first game is going to move up, I guess. Either GGM moves up, gets first place solely, or Flex breaks a tie with one, and then they guaranteed are playing us. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see, but it should be a pretty fun game. I know I really didn't give any analysis at all. Definitely a more low-key stream than what I usually do, but I guess we'll go through it real quick. So Sergeant Mithril on his patented Orin. And then we got Urgot. He plays a good Urgot, Cat Beans. We got Wukong. Nightmare loves Wukong. And then you got, I actually took away the SKO on his name, just Nightmare now. And then you got Boozle on the Ivern. I've never seen him play a champion like that, like I was saying earlier. So that'd be interesting to see him. And then you got Bone Grood on Ari, and I'm a killer on Syndra. Feel like that's a Syndra favored match. Could be wrong. And then you got Senecled, which is very unique in the bot lane. Senna on the support item. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think it's going to be up to this bot lane. I mean, it's going to be the big highlight. I mean, two highest ranked people on the side of, it's going to ward up. There you go. Yeah. Two highest ranked people on the side of Flex are in the bot lane. And then the highest ranked person on SCO is also in the bot lane. So definitely a highlighted portion of the map here. Both junglers are going to start top. No real surprise. I don't think Urgot or Orin are the win con, really. So why path towards them? Oh, that's right. IQ does play us this week. So if IQ 2-0s, they still have a chance that they 2-0? Are all the games in? I felt like they got knocked out last week because they didn't get a 2-0. I was talking to Richie about it, but maybe I'm wrong. Someone's got to fact check me on that. I mean, if the standings are as they are, yeah, you're right. No, actually, no, it wouldn't matter either way because they don't have the tiebreaker against either of the teams, I think. Now I'm curious. Oh, come on. Windowed. Oh, wait. No, borderless. What am I trolling? Oh, a nice charm. Now I gotta go do some investigation. So IQ did 2-0 SDSD. What happened to IQ and DGP? Where did they play? I don't even see it on here. Some good damage there. Nothing much gonna happen though. I don't think either of them have enough damage early to really make something happen. Well, flash though. They get the flash. Oh no, he's got in an awkward situation. I'm a killer's gonna go down. Oh, if he's gonna flash, he just had to go for it. But he thought the 1-out attack would do it, which is just classic. But it turned out it did not do it. Oh man, that's so sad. Wait, has IQ not played DGP? Does anyone know what the score was to IQ versus DGP? It's not on. The games weren't posted on here. At least not what I see. I think the teams ahead of them would have to both. Yeah, see, that's the thing. They're playing each other, though, both the teams ahead of them. But I guess the only situation would be if DGP and... I don't know. I guess I have a chance anyway, but you'd have to see the tiebreakers, I guess. I don't really know what the tiebreakers are. I mean, they had the one against STSD. So, I mean, worst case scenario, STSD gets a 2-0 tonight. Let me fact check this. But yeah, I mean, according to the standings right now, STSD gets a 2-0 tonight. Yeah. And then all they would need to do is 2-0 us. Alright, gets stunned up. Does not have flash. Senna there, though. Now I gotta go ask. I want to know. They are going to pick up the Grubs and Bungrood. It's going to be close here. Dead. Nice. Very well done. Bungrood not respecting the damage. That's kind of out of the ordinary for Bungrood. Usually he's pretty consistent in lane. And really, if, I'm a killer didn't make that first mistake, it's 1-0 in lane. But really, it should be like 2-1. And SCO is going to trade back, get the dragon, and not even lose their wave. So very well done. A huge CS lead top lane. 26 CS lead. That is quite large. Oh man, I got having a hard time farming under tower there. But other than that, most CS leads are pretty even. About 1k gold lead. 4 flex. Almost lands it. Flex doing a good job. Usually Nightmare is very proactive on the map early, but they have not really gotten a chance to do anything yet. And nicely done by Kane to stun up and then get right back out without anything going down. So they avoid the gank there. Well done by SCO. But yeah, they've done a really good job at slowing down Nightmare. Usually he's like on the map getting freaking 3 kills by 5 minutes or some crazy thing like that. But he is KP less as of now. Nicely done by Oren. Good little knock up. And, oh, a nice stun. He's going to get both. Wukong is looking for it, but I think they're just going to back off after this wave, and nothing will actually happen. But they know this is worded, so he's going to try to walk all the way around, but I don't think that there's going to have time. The timing is not there unless Reese walks right into him. No. But it looks like something is happening mid. Nice flash by Emma Killer. Oh, Bone Grood having a rough game. He should have flashed when the Q was coming back, but he decided to wait and just flash for, I guess, repositioning. I think he would want that one back. I think he knows it. But it was, I mean, it was a nice try. I appreciate the effort. Always like to see that. So, I don't even have timers up, or what am I trolling? Oh wait, what am I even doing? Let's get back to live. Alright. Now I got the timers up. Why is it like that? What? Okay. I got 40 seconds, it looks like. I think that's what that says. Oh, no, definitely not 40 seconds. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Yeah. Okay, so Grubs are up. Their bot lane is on a back. Nicely timed. And it looks like Vixen is cool with just freezing it. Look at this. Look at this timing, Beer League. Hello? Let's go, baby. Look at this professional play. Both supports coming up. But Flex has decided to bring up their whole bot lane. And some nice damage. Do they have enough to finish anyone off? They do, because Clyde just is a mega tank 2 levels into the game. And Bunger, did Catbeans hit that? Yeah, he did hit that. Very nicely done. But it's still going to be a 1-for-1 trade as Syndra goes down as well. Vixen going to push in here, get a plate there. Continue to do damage here mid lane. Some nice damage. Man, this is an annoying comp to play against. You know, for me, this game mattering, you know, a good amount for me as well. Depending on, you know, determines who we play in the playoffs. Because we play whoever. I mean, our game doesn't matter this week. But it's the thing about, you know, Flex is clearly the Flex part of their comp. But here we go. We got a fight. A lot of damage on Ascena, and they're not going to be able to save him, and he'll be going down. And like I said earlier, oh, Nightmare is getting real low. Does some damage, but it is not going to be enough, and Kane's going to flash out of there. Yeah, like I said, he just kind of slowly picks up these kills, and all of a sudden, there he goes. You know, first fight of the game, really breaks out, and he has 3 KP now. Out of nowhere, it seems. So 6 Grubs for the side of Flex, and they have the chance to, you know, recall and regroup here. They have the push on bot. They don't have the push on mid, but they could, in theory, if they wanted to, group on this dragon. Senna, I believe, yeah, just got back from base as well. So that, I mean, they have good timers here. They could definitely contest this once Ivern gets here. But yeah, as I was saying, Flex, you know, the scary thing about them, clearly they can flex positions, right? So it's hard to, you know, match that. Or I guess not even match that, but just draft against it. And then when it comes to 1, just the other team that we could play. They're just kind of, they run those beefcake comps, and sometimes those things are a little difficult to get past. So, but honestly, both of them scare me, so I don't even really know who I want to play if I had a choice. They do just give up the dragon. Already had to take it back, so caught out in the front and just gets bursted down. Not even close. Kled might be next, depending on if they can get another stun on him. Catbean's here, and it's not going to work out as Kled gets out of there with his ult. And meanwhile, though, Orin taking down some towers. Let's look at some individual gold here, because Orin is up 30 CS, and he's up about 800 gold. And then in the jungle, you got about an 800 gold lead for Wukong. And then in the mid lane, you got a 1k gold lead for Bone Grood. Even though he has had a couple mishaps here and there, he still has a steady lead. And you got even in the with the ADCs, I guess you'd call it, Kled. But he's is 20 CS down. And then 200 gold lead for Senna. So, and then in the game, about a 1k gold lead for Flex. But they are down 2 dragons. They do have the Void Grubs though. See if anyone responded to my. Nope, not yet. Waiting to see who won between. Let's see. It usually does this after pauses. Just have to speed up here. I'll just get back to live. There you go.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Now a 2k gold lead after the turret went down. Malignants coming out for Ari. Titanic Hydra for Kled. Moonstone for Ivern. Sunfire for Orin. Triforce for Wukong. Kraken for Varus. Looks like everyone else is working on it still. Syndra does not get anyone in that stun. Bungry wanted some. They're doing some. Doing some good damage there. The Jello Destroyer in the chat. What's up? Mr. Andrew. I'm doing pretty good. Cannot complain. I heard you're coming down to the old south soon with Mr. Richie. You're gonna be in my parts of the country. Kane protecting the vision. And we do have a gank here. Pretty well set up. And a TP coming out from SCO. Kind of late. I don't think he's going to actually be able to do anything for this play. But, yeah, I think if he was going to do that, he should have done it before. Oh, gets the ult off, though. Gets the credit. Oh, I don't know where Kled's trying to flash. I guess he could have gunned over the wall, but very nicely done by SCO. And this is what SCO is good at. They're great at playing as a team. And Nightmare usually does not get punished for these things, but it looks like he might here. Oh, no. They didn't predict he was going over the wall there. I thought that was pretty obvious there. That Bone Guru is going to get him with the stun. Oh, yeah, dude. It's been beautiful weather. I mean, I live in Houston, but beautiful weather recently, so come on in. We just got done with our week-long winter. So we're back into summer. It's snowing there? Yeah, no, never. Never here. Cappings, I don't know who wins this, actually. Cappings doesn't have ult. So it could be close. And it's starting to look not close because Zesty is destroying him. He will die. Let's see. How hot is it right now? It was actually not a hot day today. But it's definitely not snowing, I can tell you that. 63 right now. Very nicely done by Flex, getting a kill. Ooh, nice damage on a Vix Birion. Not Vix. The other Vix. Vixen. And Vixen goes down without even being able to move. You hate to see it. All that farming. And you get into the fight and you just get one shot. Gotta live the role. So despite them dying bot lane, they still have about a 4K gold lead. This next dragon is coming up right about now. And looks like SCO is actually on the map before Flex. They all took it back. Now they do have gates, but I don't know actually if they'll be able to get here in time. It's going to be hard to get here and get correct positioning. Let's go ahead and watch this from the view of Flex. So blind TPN. Oh, a nice engage. Oh my goodness. What a rel engage. Wow. And instantly 3 are dead. Boozle isn't even there yet. Oh man, what a rel engage. Hey, that's why he's worth that many points. That's wild. What an engage. Great job by SKO Kane. 9 of the 12 KP. 6-3 in March will confuse my body. Honestly, dude, it's kind of cold for this time of year. But yeah, no, I mean, it's going to be sunny, most likely. What are you guys even doing? Gonna go shoot some guns or something? Ride a horse? And now you got some pretty big beefcakes here. You got Wukong at 4-1-4 and Urgot at 5-1. Let's look at the gold lead now. I mean, the gold lead in total went from 4K to 400 just right then. So huge swing. Great team fight. But looking at individual gold leads, got about a 500 gold lead on the Urgot. So Orin's still very powerful. Just didn't really get to use it there because his team was already dead. Then you got about a 1.6K gold lead for Wukong. You got an 800 gold lead for Ari. You have a 1500 gold lead for Kled, and about a 200 gold lead for Senna. So really, all the whole gold leads coming out of Wukong, and then most of the gold lead for the side of Flex is on Kled. And Reese caught out again, and he will be going down. Yeah, SCO is just a very professional. They just play well. I mean, they just have good awareness and play together. Can't make stupid, silly mistakes like that. You know, you can't go ward or clear vision by yourself. They'll punish it. Probably hug, hopefully. Some card games, mostly hugging though. Sounds like a pretty good weekend. You guys staying at someone's house? Or you guys getting like an Airbnb? Also, if you guys have never played Catan, check it out. An amazing board game. Very into board games myself, so play a lot of different board games. Another good one is called Splendor. Also a lot of good card games out there. So nothing really happening here. Teams are just kind of coasting it until the next dragon. I mean, Baron is up, but I don't think either of these teams want to or can just rip it, unless something just crazy happens on the other side of the map. They do have vision on Bone Grid here. Ooh, some nice damage. Let's look at the vision here. Why don't we, huh? So you got this vision for the red side. So really nothing past river. You got good vision here. But other than that, not much. On the other side of things, you got one nice deep ward, 2, 3. So, I mean, I think I prefer... I mean, they're kind of dark here, right? But, got to engage, though. Got to scroll back down to earth. They do get Reese again. Man, Reese is getting bullied on this squishy. Oh, but they do get a stun onto Kane, and he will go down. Oh, my goodness, but Bungrud going to be short after, and it is a 4v5. It is going to be a TP out of Sergeant Mithril, but it is going to be too late, as they do not really have any much damage. I mean, they do have Kled, but I don't think that's going to win them the whole team fight. Let's go back to full vision here. Play Catan, very good game. Oh yeah, Catan's a fun one. There's a lot of fun board games. And the greatest thing about board games is so cheap. You buy it once and you can play it as many times as you want. Just a fun way to kind of hang out and just have a good time without having to go out and, you know, do that whole thing.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So very close in gold still. I mean, no real large gold lead for either team. 500 gold, and yet again, implication here. So this is the last week, and Bone Grew just going to go down instantly, one shot. Oh my! And now they're kind of in a squishy position here. Reese is going to be caught out again. Almost goes down by just one Syndra, and we're going to get a flank here by Mr. Nightmare, and Kled is on the other side of the fight. And Nightmare is actually going to get kited up this time, while Kled is going to die on the other side. Nightmare might go down. He still is alive, though. And actually, no, he's not going to go down. He's actually going to take out two people and survive. Oh, my. They just can't take down. And this is what I was kind of saying in the draft. I just felt like they didn't have enough damage. I mean, like, they did pick up the Kled later in the draft, but I don't know. I feel like Ari Senna on the same team just doesn't sound good to me. It's just too spotty of damage. Like, Senna has damage, but late. Ari's just kind of burst. I don't even know yet again. I always say that. I think I say this like every single Beer League cast, but I don't like Ari. So, but I feel like it's kind of weak on damage. So it's like she has 5-year kills. Big whoop. I don't know. Give me a Wukong all day. Yeah, there is a lot of utility. There's just not really any damage. There's no good damage to follow it up. Like, Kled is a single target. Ari's single target. Like, where's the AoE? I mean, it's Senna, but she's 0-7, so, you know, there's no, like, backup to that. Yeah, Nightmare popping off like always. Dude, that guy's crazy, huh? He wasn't your first ballot jungler. I don't know who was. And Bone Grood will go down again. The Squissies are just getting murdered in these fights. I mean, it's not even close. Kled trying to do as much damage as possible, but really not able to do much. And it's just going to be a clean ace here, it looks like. I mean, they really just can't do anything. Like, it's just, they can't kill anyone. They just do not have damage. But anyways, as I was saying, so this is the last week of the regular season of Beer League. This is season 8, by the way. Crazy. What it means to these two teams, so you got on the right, SCO. They're tied for first currently. But if they win one game, so if they end up, you know, finishing up this game, they'll be first seed. And now on the other side, Flex. Now, if they win one game, that'll guarantee them 4th or 5th place. And it'll guarantee them a date with my team, USA. Now, if they don't win any games, that will make it to where they'll play COM, which is the 3rd place team. So, I mean, currently, it's looking like SCO is going to take first seed. Now we just got to see whether, you know, who Flex is going to play in the first round, which will also affect teams, including my team, Con, and One. So we'll just have to wait and see. But this one's going to, I mean, it's looking pretty hard. 7K gold lead now. They have Baron. They have Soul. It seems like they can't even kill anyone.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Fled behind maybe some type of play here. This might just be like a last, hey, let's just send it. I mean, if I'm them, that's what I'm doing as well. I don't think there's really any turtling in this situation. I feel like Orin hasn't really been able to like interact in this game, unfortunately. Like, he had a good lead coming out of lane. But I don't know, it just doesn't feel like he's really been able to, like, I feel like a lot of the team fights he's just not been able to be in. I think that's kind of partially mistake by flex, but also bravo to SCO on being able to pull the trigger really quick whenever you recognize that. That's what I think SCO, you know, I mean, it's going to sound very cliche, but they emphasize other teams' mistakes. They're not going to let you make a mistake and just, you know, leave it there. They kind of remind me of AAR, honestly. First season, they come in, they do really well. They have a high-ranked jungler. Similar concept, like they're just very good at, you know, emphasizing others' mistakes and just really ripping up and open the wound when making a mistake. And here we go, the last fight of the game, and unless a miracle happens, Senna actually does stay alive for a while, and they actually do pick up one. They pick up two. I might have spoken too soon. They pick up three. What is going on? How somehow they've breaking through, and this is looking very well. Okay. It's winnable somehow. Down 7K and a soul. Oh, nice flash by I'm a Killer. Surely they picked this guy up, right? Oh my goodness, I'm a Killer is popping off. Okay, there he goes. Wow. I am thoroughly surprised, to say the least. Down 7K, a soul, and a Baron. And they win their first fight in probably 5 or 6 fights. Maybe that's what they needed. They just wanted to be down more gold, so it looked more impressive when they decided just to start trying, you know? They just weren't trying before, right? And they do get an objective bounty. That looks pretty nice. Okay, and the league client wants to ruin the whole game for us. No one saw that. So IQ versus DGP was a 1-1. So we'll have to look at that in a second. Really break down the stats here. And here comes what you'd think would be a pretty important fight here. And it's getting low pretty quick. Daisy. Oh my. Everyone clumped up, and Wukong went to work, and Syndra went to work, and Rakan went to work, and that is going to be a GG. Well done. Well done by SCO. I'm still shocked that they lost that fight. But either way, they get it done. And they continue on their very impressive march to victory. There it is. All right, so double Nexus explosion? No. So this clears up some things here while we wait to be invited to the next game. So let's restart here. All right. So let's pull this up again. Let's see. Trying to diagnose this. Trying to see what the tiebreakers are. So if they win this tiebreaker, so let's say they. So that's 4 points. I'll just show you guys what I'm looking at here. So I'm trying to look. So If IQ wins, they would be up to 7 points. And if STSD, let's say, 2-0s as well, then they're both at 7 points, and they tie for the last spot in the playoffs. But then the next thing is head-to-head, which IQ 2-0'd STSD. So IQ would get in. So IQ does still have a chance to get in. Now, if these guys won 1, that would put them at 7. Let's say IQ 2-0s. Then that would put it to where they won 1. So it would go into the next wins in the season, which would be 2, 3, 4, 2, 5, 6 wins here. And it would be 4, 5. So they would lose that tiebreaker. So the only way they can make it in is if STSD 2-0s and they 2-0. Which we'll figure out tonight. One part of that puzzle. Oh, we already end game. Or we already in the draft. Flip it over. Pop on some music because why not? What type of song should I make next for the beer league? Thinking like epic, cinematic, or like something a little bit different. If anyone's got any ideas, throw them out there. Love some suggestions. Might try to make something soon. Beer league needs more content. All right. So let's go through this really quick. So, actually, we're just gonna pull out the Excel spreadsheet. I'm gonna bring this over here just in case they start without me. All right. Dang, bro. It's loading slow. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 teams. So some things are already guaranteed. So because SCO won that game, they're in first place. And that means GGM's second. And that means KOM is for sure third. And then down here we got IQ. So I'll put these in green just to indicate that we for sure, that's 100%. IQ, STSD, GDP, Flex, 1, and USA. All right. Did we start this draft? Oh, yeah, I guess we did. We can do this in a second. Okay. So, similar bands, but they're going to ban Senna this time. They took it last time because they had first pick, but they're going to ban Senna, they're going to ban Olaf, and they're going to ban Syndra. So they thought the Syndra was the problem, which when we played SCO, they also picked Wukong first game, destroyed us, and then we didn't ban it, and SCO also picked Wukong again. So it's kind of looking similar to us. Turns out the Wukong is probably the problem. And on the left side, they picked Hui, Jinx, and Varus. So they banned out the Hui and Jinx like the first game, and then they ban out the Varus, which is different than they did the first game. They're going to pick up Ezreal, which is probably Boozle. It could be Reese as well, though. And then Zach is going to be picked up. That could be Zach. Could be. I think Zach's really. I mean, well, I guess it could be Reese too. Zach or Reese could be playing that, or Zesty, or You Can't Resist. Oh yeah, we gotta change these around, by the way. Boom. Boom. And boom. I already like the first two picks from SCO. Wukong and Karma. Just sounds good. It's kind of like Zillion Hecarim. Just sounds good. So I already like it. And most likely an ADC here, you'd think. Probably wouldn't blind. Yeah, Seraphine Karma, which is something that SCO runs quite often. So that's both of those going bot lane. Now the Karma nerf did take place already, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't been playing a lot of League recently, but I believe the Karma nerf has taken place. So she's not as strong, but I'm sure she's still pretty good. Blitzcrank can be picked up here. Could be really anyone. I'm pretty sure Zach plays that, Zesty Queso. But I mean, it's Blitzcrank. I think anyone in theory could probably play that. Kled locked in. And older. Other bands be Mordekaiser. I gotta get some draft music actually for Beer League. Something that we can play during draft. That's just kind of a continuous loop forever. Mordekaiser and Orin going for their top laner Cat Beans. It's kind of loud. And they're going to ban out the Ari and the Kled, so not much going to be able to be repeated from last game for the side of Flex. Reese is not an Ezreal believer. If his team picks it, something is happening. Okay, noted. They might be tilted. Urgot, that's a Sergeant Mithril for sure top lane, so Zax is for sure going to be in the jungle. Hyperpop-esque, high BPM chaos, something that would make your cardiologist concerned. All right, I like it. Spinomas sad that he did not going to be a first seed, does not get the bye. And Trundle locked in to go against the Urgot top. Assume it's going to be a counter if they're doing that intentionally. Tristana going to be picked in for I'm a Killer. Look taken away from GGM. Taking the Tristana mid. Or laning, I guess, Tristana. Not necessarily, usually not mid for GGM. But it is laning. And Orianna going to be locked in as well. Okay. I mean, I like their team comp better this time than last time, Flex's, but I still think SCO's is better. It's just shielding, healing, and a lot of damage. What else can you ask for? So if I had to guess, I'm going to guess that SCO is going to win this. But back to our predictions, or our outline of the playoffs. So SCO, I guess we'll do scenario 1. So SCO has secured first place with that win. We'll do scenario 2. All right. Okay, we don't need the ads. If Flex wins here, it's a tie for first between GGM and SCO. That, I don't think that's the case, Dakota. Because if you look here, they're already tied coming into this week. And with that win, that means they're at least going to get 1 point from a 1-1, which will put them at 16 points. So, pretty certain that SCO has the bye. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain. Okay, so while we're going through draft, we're going to finish up these predictions. So GGM, 100% second place. KOM, 100% third. It doesn't matter what scenario we're going with. So now the first scenario is, let's just say, dependent on, they would have the same record. Well, no. SCO would have 0 losses. They would have 4 ties. Where GGM has 1 loss. So they would still be at 15, while SCO would be at 16 or 18 if they got a 2-0. Oh, no, I got you. No, you're good. It kind of does get confusing. I mean, yeah, a lot of moving parts here in the last week. But so SCO, first seed, second, third, are all that confirmed. Now, let's say Flex loses this game. Scenario 1. Actually, we'll do this. Might not have enough time to finish all this, so we might have to do a post-game breakdown. Scenario 1, Flex loses this game. So that means that this would stay the same, so which would result in USA versus 1. This isn't going to be the prettiest Excel sheet, but it's all right. And then that would also result in KOM versus Flex. And we're not even going to get into the bottom thing right now. Now, the other option, they either lose or they win, right? So the other option would be Flex wins this game. I guess we'll just say loses. That would mean that these two teams would flop at the bare minimum. And we go back to my original sheet. So if they won 1, which I kind of had predicted that they wouldn't 2-0, so we can delete these ones. That's the scenarios that they do 2-0. So that would leave these ones, which Flex. Yeah, I mean, if Flex wins, they play us, and they're most likely 5th seed, unless IQ 2-0s us. I mean, it's going to be dependent on that, but let's just say they're either 4th or 5th. But either way, it's USA versus Flex, no matter what. So that's really what's on the line for Flex. So really, if they prefer to play our team, they should try hard and try to win this game clearly. And as in my team, I'm talking about USA. They don't. They actually get the choice to troll here. Not troll, but have for fun it. And they could play KOM. And in this case, KOM versus 1. So that's what's on the line just in this game. Now, later tonight, this is where it gets a little bit more confusing. So here's the scenarios down here. Because these kind of completely different scenarios. And then we'll take GGM from up here because they also matter in this scenario. All right, so scenario 1, scenario 2. Sorry if this is boring, but I like mapping it out. It's kind of fun to see. So in this case, only one of these teams are going to make it out of these 3. But yeah, so only one of these teams are going to make it. So the first option is if GDP, let's say GDP 2-0s, that means they're for sure in. They're for sure in. I guess I'll Don't do that. And then it's GGM versus GDP. So that one's very simple. There's literally only one scenario in that, or there's only one outcome. Now let's say GDP 1-1, GDP slash STSD 1-1. Now what that would cause is that would depend on IQ. So if IQ does anything but 2-0, it doesn't really matter. So that's the only situation we'll play out here. So if IQ 2-0s, so then they would both be tied at 7, and then they have tied in series, and then it would come down to games, which would mean what they would have, if this was a 2-0, they would have 4 game wins, 5 game wins. And then this would be 2, 3, 4, 5 game wins. So they would be exactly tied. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 2, 5, 6. So then that means that GDP would also get through in this scenario. Okay, so GDP. So really this is or GDP 1-1. So if GDP wins a game, it's over. Now let's say STSD 2-0s. This is where it gets real interesting. So STSD 2-0s, right? So they're at 7. So that means that STA and then IQ 1-1 or 2-0 or 0-2. That would mean these two teams would switch. And then it would end like this. And then it would be GGM versus STSD. And then the last scenario is if this happens. Don't worry, we won't miss any of the game. We're almost done. And then what would happen here is if I'll just do it like this, probably easier. And then GDP. And then it would be IQ versus GDMP. And this is if and IQ to, okay, clearly something's going to happen while we're not watching. All right, we got to zoom it, back it up here. Clearly the only time we're not watching a massive invade happens. It's got to be. Well, they have a blitzcrank. I guess I should have expected it. So, we got a full-out brawl coming in here. So they're stacked and they're ready. Do they pull here or do they just walk in? Let's see. Nope, they just walk in. Oh, no, they do. They do a little bit of both. And, oh my goodness, it was a massive Seraphine. Oriana's going to get the first blood, try to walk out, and will not walk out. Kane will pick that one up, and now there's a lot of low people. I'm a killer. Ooh, nice heal by Reese. But Reese is very far out. Does have flash, but is not going to use it. Zesty will also die, so it is a good trade for SCO. But anyways, as we were saying, so if STSD 2-0s and IQ 2-0s, then they get in. Wow, it's kind of hype, honestly. So out of these last 3 teams, there's a scenario where all three of these teams could make it to the playoffs still. That's kind of hype. All right, well, we'll get back to that. Back to the actual game. The reason why people came. Uh-oh. Hide the score. Bro. All right, there you go. A nice pull. Who would have ever seen this coming? And Kane does not have flash. Yeah, he does not, and he will go down. Where is the scoreboard and everything? We'll get it up in a second. Reese is trying to get out of there. Not going to happen, though. Oh, no, he will. I'm sorry. Trolling. All right. I mean, I want to speed up. So I'm going to go 2 times. Hopefully we don't miss anything too crazy. And they are going to look for something. Not quite, though. And it is Reese and Zesty bot lane. So it is going to be Boozle on the Zac again. I knew they were flexing. I didn't know how much they were going to flex. But it looks like it might just be Zac and Reese bot lane perma. No matter what the comp is. All right, we're back to live. Let's go. How do I sign up for this? Talking about the stream? What are you talking about, Bailey? And Zac goes down. Boozle getting conquered by Wukong, and he will also pop the passive, and he will most likely also go down. And they'll give it to Nightmare, and he is already 3 kills at 4 minutes. Did I not say that last game? He always gets 3 kills at I think it's at 5 minutes actually. But yeah, he's already off to a strong start. The invade did not help, and that did not help either. But hey, as I said, they could just be intentionally trolling this, which makes sense. I mean, definitely would rather play Calm than USA, and because Calm is garbage. Alex is still here. Kidding. I honestly, every team's scary. No joke. I don't know if I would want to play any of these teams in the first or second round of the playoffs. Bone Grood with a nice CS lead mid lane. Very healthy lead, as some might say. Some nice damage. Reese is gonna get out of there with Arcane Shift. Wukong is here. Reese did have to blow a heal there. But they did get a nice pull, and this might actually... Oh, no, I thought they were going to be able to kill him in time, but no. And even despite the flash, they're going to go down, and Nightmare is just taking over these games. My goodness. And on top of that top side, oh, man, it is painful. It might... Hey, if I'm Flex, it might be an FF angle. I'm going to be honest. You already made it into the playoffs. And seeding, you're already going to be lower seed no matter what. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. They can still get 4th seed. Wait, is there a world? Okay, now I confused myself. I'm just chatting out for a second. Okay, now they can still get 4th seed. So hey, keep the mental. So they could still get higher seed inside selection, at least in their first round. But if you do want to play, Calm at this point, hey, it might be the FF angle. Not FF, but play very loosely. Already down 2K, unfortunately. And that's just, man, I don't know if I've seen someone figure it out yet how to play against SCO in the early game. Nightmare is just so active, or I guess early to mid, because it feels like late game. It's not like they're making like these. They're playing well, but it's like they already have such a big lead coming into most of the late games that it's like the mid game especially is really good in SCO. But no one's really quite figured it out, and I feel like it just reminds me so much of the AAR in season 2 that was of Beer League. They just kind of had it figured out, and like no one could really get them. It's a different combo of people. AAR was known for their bot lane for sure, Whereas their bot lane jungle, I would say. Whereas this team's kind of bot lane jungle, actually. Oh my gosh, it's AR. Wait a second. Yo, nothing new under the sun. That's all I gotta say. Tristana gonna pick up the grubs. Looking for a dive top lane. But Wukong is gonna run into the Zac here. Nice knock up as soon as I leave bot lane after spectating it for 5 minutes. Clearly a kill goes down. So we're just gonna go back and rewind real quick. Reese trying to recall a nice Seraphine ult, and that is just gonna be it. And they oh my, is he not gonna get that? Oh, okay, no he does. So that's 1 for 1. And looks like a move up top. This is definitely gonna be a death. Yeah, nicely done by Boozle. They get a shut down. Very nicely done. Looks like Wukong's looking here again. And Reese is going to take a ton of damage again. I mean, man, this lane is just so abusive. And another nice gank. Oh, my. Oh, this is just... It's just hard. We played into this lane as well. We were trying to do Senna into this lane when we played against SCO. And it just pokes out so well. And it's like... What can you even do? Like, Blitzcrank feels like useless, and I don't know. It's just so hard. I mean, they have a better lane than we had. Oh, another fight going to be broken out here. It's actually looking pretty good. But I think they're too speedy, and they're just going to walk out, yeah. We had a melee farmer in our lane. He was really dark. And that was horrendous. But it's just like either way. And meanwhile, Sergeant Mithril just gets literally walked down. Can't even do anything. Out to a 3k gold lead now. 40 seconds on Dragon. Minute and... I think that says... a minute and 40? 15? Yeah, I mean, I like the Blitzcrank Ezreal idea, but it's just... I mean, they're just so abusive right now. It's crazy. I mean, they can't even do anything. Reese walks up to farm 1 minion and he's just pretty much dead. Oh, nice. Very well done by Bone Grew. There you go. Bone Grew on the board with a solo kill. Very nicely done. The win con is still alive. I like this by Zesty. Just hovering him, making sure he's chill as he gets his plate. A nice ward as well. Very well done, Bone Groot. Okay. Hey, Oriana definitely can 1v9. I've seen it before. Phew, look at that damage. Oh my goodness. Down to 1/3 health. Just, and they didn't even, they used abilities they have up every like 5 seconds. Wukong here for the lane gank. See what happens here. I don't know if they would ever even walk out in the first place. It's good that they're both staying out of these bushes, and they will get warded. So, yeah, nice awareness. Dragon is up. Grub. Hubbin. Up in 50 seconds. So probably just do a couple rotates here. Go get those objectives. No contest on this one. Tried to get the Ezreal. Nice attempt there. Flash out of Mithril, and he's gonna be fine this time. Not gonna be run down after flashing. And a nice ult. They try to buffer it, and Bone Grid will get the kill, but he's gonna go down here. And Zesty will also go down, and it is a double kill for Nightmare. Man, he is just feasting. 7-1 and 2. Pop off. So consistent this season. It is crazy. Guy not only... I mean, the biggest thing about him, he just doesn't die. Like, look at his KDA. It's insane. And, I mean, on top of that, you know, he's getting all these kills, like, every single game. But, I mean, really the even bigger thing is not even the kills. It's just the lack of deaths is just great. Thought Wukong might go over the wall there for a second, but does not end up being the case. And Reese just trying to get some waves, and he's getting pushed off by the mid laner, which never feels great. He might just suicide to this tower. Oh, Reese? I'm not sure what that one was. Definitely could have ran through the jungle. Or at least attempted to. Andrew's comment about something is happening. Might be right here. Oh, I thought it might have been enough damage for, or got to get the kill on Trundle, but not quite. And it is just a, I mean, it is just domination. Three for 0. And let's see if they can pick up I'm a Killer here. And they cancel his jump again. I'm a Killer, just not quite getting the timing there on that. Wukong saying, hey, get out of my way. Coming through. I mean, he doesn't even care. He's so strong, it's ridiculous. He pretty much do anything. And it is out to a 7k gold lead now. 17 minutes in. This is a quite a strong performance. Let's see where it's coming from. About a 2k gold lead just in top lane alone. About a 3k gold lead in jungle alone. We got a nice lead in mid lane of 1.4k on side of Orianna. And... oh, about 1,700 on Seraphine, and then you got about 1,000 on Karma. So, kind of leads everywhere except for mid. Oh my, the damage is crazy. Reese just can't even play this game anymore. Wants to stay, but so low. Boozle's trying to find anything. Just trying to farm. But Wukong's everywhere. Ooh, nice pull. Oh man, the Orion only hits the Trundle though. Probably the worst person. Yeah, literally the worst person you could probably hit on the... oh no, the Zac ult pushes away the Trundle from the Urgot ult. Man, this is like... when things are going right, things are going right. And this is one of the scenarios when things are going bad, things are going bad. But they still do take down the Trundle. They just didn't get their Urgot ult on him. But despite that, they're gonna lose 2 towers.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Most likely this dragon.
Never falter.
Man, oh man. Raise your hand if you want to go against these guys in the first round. Or I guess the second round.
Focus.
I guess whoever wins my series will have to go against them in the second round. I believe, unless they're doing the bracket a little bit different. But usually 3-4 plays 1. So Baron's coming up here in a couple seconds. I would assume this is not going to be a game that lasts too much longer, considering it is an 8k gold lead. So I could see Baron being taken, another team fight being won, and then it being wrapped up shortly after. But they will take down this Trundle. Honestly, I might just rip the Baron. They just don't have enough damage, though. If they had more like a DPS. Oh, nice pull, though. Vixen does not have flash. Just about to come up. Now has flash. It's a nice pick. 2 picks in a row. And the second one for sure went into Ezreal. I'm not sure where the first one went. Oh, I think it was Urgot. He ulted him.
Never falter.
Some nice damage here. But Wukong actually pretty deep in by himself, and another huge shutdown going over to Flex. He's trying to pick up some momentum here. Goes on to Orianna too. That's a great person to put it on. Oh, you didn't hear Andrew? Inflation on elephant jokes as well as everything. So you got to pay a pretty penny nowadays to hear one of those. Yep, I know. It's affected everything. Now it is only about a 5k gold lead, so they you know, brought it down by 2k. It's something. And Mithril is on Vision. And he does not know that, but they do. And Mithril is going to be chased down here. Does get stunned up, but gets over the wall before then. He's getting real low. He's dead. Nice try. And it is a double kill from a killer on the Tristana. Boozle's in there. I don't think you can smite in your passive, though. That'd be sick. Can you? Can you smite Zach passive? I've never really played the champ. Oh my goodness, look at that Seraphine. That's crazy. The thing almost went halfway across the map. And he will overchase, and they will pick up a kill. Now they're going to try to turn it around here. Okay. I like the vision there. I see it. I see it, Zach. And this would be soul for SCO, so let's see if Flex is able to steal us away or deny it in some way. But Zach is actually on his way, so it's not gonna happen. I don't think. Oh, nice. Oh man. Oh, they do get the kill though still. Oh, nice. Orianna ult into an Ezra ult. Wow, this is actually a winning fight for them. Maybe not. They haven't killed the Wukong, and I don't think they'll be able to. But they might be able to get a 50-50 on this smite. They will get a 50-50. Wait. Oh, no. I think he smited a human instead of a... I think he smited a champion instead of the dragon. Boozle did. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong with that. Don't mark my word on that, but... That was actually looking pretty good, though. Great Orianna combo into a Ezreal. And that was without Zac pretty much the whole fight. It's pretty nice. Now the gold lead's going to jump back up. About a little over 10k gold lead now for SCO. Boozle getting stunned up here. He's going to try to get out. And a two-man Seraphine ults. And, oh, wow. I'm a Killer just dives in. Orianna ults, but only gets the Trundle. I'm a Killer gets one. It's a 2 for 1. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 for 0. Sorry. And it's an ace. And they're already in their base, and they have Baron, so this might just be the game. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Boozle's up in 3 seconds, but I don't think anything's going to happen there. But very well played series from SCO. Pretty dominant. I mean, that was pretty crazy. I mean, you talk about hot teams coming to the playoffs. That is one of them that we just watched. And that's one of them I just frankly wouldn't want to play against. But since it really doesn't matter because someone's got to play against them, why don't we just go ahead and show the bracket here? So what this thing's going to look like, I'll break it down for everyone here. Let's see, we got a 7. So you got, let's see, you got number 1 seed. Okay, we'll just put, yeah, number 1 SCO. And then you'll have them playing 3, 4. Oh no, I'm sorry, 4, 5. Yeah. So 4, I don't know. Oh wait, no, now we do know actually. Okay, wait. So we go back to sheet 1 actually. Wait a second. All right, so we go back to sheet 1. We still have all 3 of these scenarios down here, but our scenario up here was scenario 1. So now we have this locked in. We have actually all of this locked in. That's kind of nice. That looks pretty, huh? So we have the whole entire top 6 locked in. it's kind of nice to see. Okay, so with that in mind, you have what is this? USA 1 winner. Winner of 4-5 goes against these dudes. And then the winner of this, we'll just call this Series 1. And then on the other side of the bracket, we got 2. There's GGM versus 7, which is not determined yet. And then you also got 3, which is Com versus 6, which is Flex. Yeah, winner of, oh wait, 2-7. What am I talking about? All right. And then these dudes, I guess this would actually, what? 1, 2, 3. Gotta make it symmetrical, you know? All right, so then, all right, so we got that. So, and then this is the finals. Winner of Series 1 v. Because it's just single limb. And this is the final. All right. How's everyone feel? There you go. This is it. This is your playoffs, pretty much. I mean, we have almost the whole entire thing figured out except for the last seed here. So I'll like highlight this in yellow because that's not confirmed. But all of this is nah, I'm not gonna highlight everything. That seems a bit excessive. But yeah, this is it. Number 1 SCO. So yeah, just going back here. I mean, everything here is confirmed after tonight. So SCO, GGM, it's number 1 SCO, number 2 GGM, number 3 KOM, number 4 USA, 5, 1, 6 Flex. And I believe, I mean, this is how I would imagine they do the bracket. Now, I don't run this league or anything, so I have no idea. But, I mean, usually this is how it happens when you have 7 teams in the playoffs. Usually the number 1 seed plays 4-5 because you're thinking that number 2 and 3 would win. And then, you know, so on. So, but I guess we'll have to see. So that is pretty much it. If anyone has any thoughts, you know, wow, using legit Excel and not Google Sheets. Bro, I use both, but yes. Bro must have a real job. Yeah, right. Yeah, predictions actually. So 2 announcements there. So 1, just flip it back over to the intro. So 1, we are gonna do a prediction stream. So we'll go like way more in depth than what I just did. I just kind of made the bracket or what will be the bracket, but this will be after the bracket's already determined and everything. I'll it'll be me. I'll host it, and then I'm gonna get a few of my friends to from the league to come on and just talk predictions, just kind of overview, and then also we'll be doing like kind of like March Madness. I mean, there's no like legit. Actually, maybe I'll put a legit prize on the line. I don't know. Maybe I'll get people to actually do it, but we'll do a like a playout or a bracket entry. So where I'll make a bracket and I'll send it out to everyone, and everyone can put in their predictions. Maybe I will put a prize to it. I don't know. Person that gets closest, I'll send them some money or something. And that's usually fun just to see what everyone thinks, because it's cool to like watch a stream, get people's opinions, but it's also cool just to see everyone's opinion. So those things are coming up, but there's a week. So after this week, after the Sunday, there's a whole entire week before the actual playoffs start. So during that week, we'll do both of those things. So just be on the lookout for that if you're interested in either of those. But that is going to be it. Also, just wanted to flash this. Beer League, baby. Get you a Beer League mug. I think we're still selling them. I could be wrong. There you go. That's my username. My back is sore. So those are pretty sick too, and they're sturdy. Like this is a legit mug. This isn't just some plastic thing. So pretty cool. Shout out to Donovan for getting me this. Yeah, so that's gonna be it. I hope everyone enjoyed the series, and there is another series literally starting in 15 minutes if someone wants to cast it. It does have pretty big implications to the playoffs. We'll go over it one more time. There's only 3 scenarios that can happen: either GDP 2-0s or 1-1s tonight, and they instantly get into the playoffs. Now, if they don't win a single game in STSD 2-0s, that means that opens us up to 2 things. One, GDP out of the playoffs. So one of these 2 teams are going to get eliminated out of the playoffs tonight. And potentially even 2, because GDP wins a single game. That means both STSD and IQ are out. And then, but if STSD does pull off the 2-0, that means that they actually don't control their own fate in a sense. Like they need to get a 2-0, yes, but it would be up to what happens in the IQ versus USA series on Sunday. Because if IQ, at that point, IQ would control their fate and their destiny. And if they get a 2-0, IQ gets into the playoffs, and it would be like this. GGM versus IQ in the first round. If STSD does get the 2-0 tonight and IQ isn't able to get anything other than a 2-0, it'll be GGM versus STSD. Oh, wait, I'm literally not even showing this, but I'm explaining it pretty well, so you probably get the picture. And then if not, if GGM does, or GDP ends up getting a single win, whether a 1-1 or a 2-0, it'll be GGM versus GDP in the next round. So be on the lookout. Hopefully someone will cast it. I mean, it's always games, seasons can get long, but whenever there's playoff implications, people's seasons on the line, it's usually pretty fun and exciting to see what they bring out and just the hype around the series. So if anyone's interested in casting that, it starts in 15 minutes and has these implications. So but GG's, and have a good night, everyone. Peace.